The air hung heavy with the scent of stale bread and despair. Marcus checked his watch for the 10th time in as many minutes. The second hand seemed to mock his anxiety. His heart hammered against his ribs, a frantic drumbeat against the silence of the cell. He glanced at Javier, his face grim and set, his eyes reflecting the dim light of the cell. Javier was meticulously checking the lockpick, his movements precise and practiced. The weight of their plan, years in the making, pressed down on them. This was it, their final chance at freedom. They couldn't afford to fail. The escape route was complex, a network of tunnels and hidden passages beneath the prison. Months of planning, countless whispered conversations, and a corrupt guard named Thomas were their allies in this game of life or death. Thomas, a man driven by greed and desperation, would unlock the gate at precisely midnight. The silence of the cell was punctuated only by the rhythmic ticking of the watch and the occasional creak of the aging building. Fear gnawed at Marcus's insides, cold and sharp. He wondered if he was making a mistake, if all this risk was worth the uncertain promise of freedom. Javier, sensing his apprehension, offered a brief, encouraging nod. He knew the same fear, but his determination was stronger. They had waited too long for this. They had endured too much. Failure was not an option. The weight of his past mistakes pressed heavily on Marcus, forcing him to push forward. The memories were like shackles, a constant reminder of the life he needed to escape from. He adjusted the makeshift rope around his waist. The thought of his family sustained him, giving him the resolve to push through this last obstacle. He imagined the look on his son's face when he would finally be free. The sound of distant footsteps echoed through the corridor. A sudden sharp prickle of adrenaline shot through Marcus's veins. Was it Thomas? Was it a guard on patrols? Javier held up a hand, signaling silence. The footsteps were getting closer. Their hearts pounded in their chests, a deafening rhythm in the tense silence. Time seemed to stretch, each second an eternity. They were seconds from success or utter ruin. The footsteps stopped outside their cell door. The silence that followed was deafening and unnerving, fraught with suspense. Javier exchanged a nervous glance with Marcus. Then a metallic click shattered the quiet. The lock was opened. Thomas! He was on time. A surge of relief washed over Marcus, quickly followed by the chilling realization that their true challenge had just begun. They moved with practiced efficiency, slipping through the unlocked door and into the labyrinthine tunnels beneath the prison. The walls felt cold against their skin. Each step brought them closer to freedom or closer to capture. But the hope of liberation kept them going step by step. The dampness of the tunnels clung to their clothes, chilling them to the bone. Every sound amplified in the confined space, every rustle, every drip, every echo felt like a threat. The thought of recapture gnawed at Marcus's mind, but he kept his eyes on Javier. Javier, ever vigilant, led the way through the darkness. They moved with stealth and precision, following the intricate route they had memorized so well. The weight of their escape pressed upon their shoulders, a constant reminder of the risks they were taking. But freedom's promise was a powerful incentive. They were almost there. They were almost free. A ray of hope ignited within them as they saw a faint light at the end of the tunnel, the beacon of their long-awaited freedom. They were free, finally freed. But they knew their struggle was far from over. They were free now, but the long road to a new life still stretched ahead of them, filled with both uncertainty and the sweet taste of freedom.